What's going on, everybody? So today we got something a little bit different. We're working on Nate's Toyota truck. So while he was off at college, some jerk decided to cut out his catalytic converter. We had it straight piped and it was super loud anyways, even with just the cat. So we're going through, we're fixing it because it is way too loud right now and it just leaks all the exhaust right into the cabs. So we're gonna fix that for him, and we'll give you a little bit before and after comparison on what it sounds like. It's terrible. Hopefully this helps out a lot with it. We got the a Walker Quiet. It's supposed to help out a lot with all the droning that it has with it. So we'll see. Stay tuned. So this is what happened. Some dude came through and hacked off the catalytic converter. Now there's the front axles, and there's the basically straight tube, straight header dump. There's no other cat or anything. It goes all the way to the back. So this is the setup we had before, right? Here's the front, so this attached to the cat, and you can see where it got cut. And then we just jimmy rigged because his muffler, the seam blew out on his muffler, so we just replaced it with 2 pieces of straight pipe and did some really terrible welding. But we replaced it and it worked, it did good, it made the sound. It was still kind of unbearable, but it was still kind of bearable. So it was what it was. It worked for what it was. We decided to get a whole new system. That way it has a new muffler, and we can replace these. The problem is that the muffler didn't come with a cat. The cat that we're supposed to have has been stolen, so we have to make up that cat difference, which we'll probably reuse these and make it straight, so it'll just be catless with a muffler. But there's the tip and the pieces that we had. All we did is we cut little slits in here and used hangers, exhaust hangers, and used these 2 exhaust hangers to clamp together the pipes onto each other. Kind of had a detrimental effect because now it's oval and we need to use a round piece, but that's nothing the hammer can't fix. This is the new system. It's got a muffler, and it's got the part that attaches to the cat. Probably gonna have to take that off. We'll see. But we'll have to weld on something else because we don't have the cat that will go onto that. But it has giant muffler on it, and these tabs, they're close to what it is. I don't know what this is to. This is a 2-inch exhaust, and the one that was on it was 1 3/4 inches. So it's close, not quite perfect. We already did a test fit and found out that these hangers sit way too tight to the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend these up a little bit to give us a little bit of a drop in this. Because when I put it in the back, it was hitting right here and hitting in here on this suspension parts. So we'll fix that and put it in. So there's 2 pretty decent, cheap, and easy ways to bend those 2 brackets. It's pretty thick, it's round, so you can take either an open end wrench or a crescent wrench. Now the crescent wrench gives you 2 options. You've got this eyelet, or you can take this and put it on here, tighten it down, and that will give you a bend right there. I'm going to heat this up a little bit so it's easier to bend, but you could also use this end of the eyelet to give you a better spot. So doing it this way will get your bend right at the tip right here. So it'll bend it right here. Now this being pretty solid, it'll probably bend more back towards this weld, but with the eyelet, it will give you a better control on where you're trying to bend it. So if you're doing an arc, if you're trying to make this round, you can go through and bend a little bit by a little bit and go through it that way. Same works with an open end wrench. You can choose your size and give it a good bend. Be careful sometimes because it can ruin the teeth in here. It does have a little bit of a bevel, so it makes it easier. Doesn't destroy them. But you might choose a wrench that you don't use every day, like a 10, 12 millimeter. Just thought. Just as easy as that. Now I've got 2 bent brackets, and that will give me another inch of drop in there. I can come back and drop them a little bit more, but the problem is you've effectively changed how these sit. So now they're closer together instead of wider. So something to be careful of. So those 2 hangers right there are the hangers that go on those 2. So I've got to get the hangers to match onto the muffler. Well, after a little bit of trial and error, I found out that one side needs to go up and the other one needs to go down, effectively rotating the muffler a little bit. The tailpipe isn't quite wanting to fit to the rear of the truck. I'd rather have bent hangers than the muffler banging on the side of the body or the suspension. So we'll bend that and get it dialed in for him. So now it used to sit like this. Now we've rotated it probably 20 degrees. Hopefully that'll work. Let's try to install this again. Well, it finally got it kind of installed. I kind of jimmy rigged it with joints to put it in there right now. I'm picking up a welder tomorrow so I can actually weld it together. This is just a get by kind of thing, throw it in real quick so he can drive it. He has to drive all the way up to Seattle tomorrow, so he's gonna be able to use it for the weekend and still get through, and then when he comes back, we'll be able to actually weld it all together and get it done the proper way. So, without further ado, let's start it up and see how it sounds. Cool, we got that all done. We got the STI back in the garage on the battery charger, so that's all I'm gonna have for today. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take it easy. Peace.